against the knees of the Prophet, peace be upon him. So that's how close they were sitting, okay? And he asked the Prophet, peace be upon him, about the religion of Islam. Series of questions. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, would answer, and the man would agree, would say, yes, you are right. So he's testing him almost, yeah? Then he gets up and leaves. And the companions are like, well, what's going on here? How is this man that we've never seen before coming and teaching, testing the Prophet?
Can I speak now? Because, you have been saying a lot of rhetoric.
This is not rhetoric. This is evidences from us.
You have not provided any kind of evidence.
That is our evidence.
Where's the verifiable evidence that an angel spoke to Muhammad? For which
hadith. I mentioned to you hadith. No. I mentioned to you hadith.
There is no evidence.
I mentioned to you hadith.
And again, even with regards to the
No, stop. I mentioned to you the hadith tradition is our history. Our history is our evidence.
No, but what I am saying to you...
So how can you say I'm not using evidence?
What I am saying to you, what you call evidence, right, is a text that is assembled by Bukhari based on what you claim to be a chain of narration.
That is your misunderstanding of this history and the nature of hadith knowledge. Okay, it didn't start with Bukhari. It started from the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him.
The most authentic hadith. You are a Sunni.
I am a Sunni. No.
If you are not, I apologize.
No, I am.
You are a Sunni.
Yeah.
The most authentic hadith is the one that is assembled by Bukhari.
In terms of what we ascribe, yes, but it's not the only authentic. It's not the only authentic.
What I am saying to you, even Bukhari's hadith is problematic. It's problematic.
No, it's not. Sorry? Why is it problematic?
It was assembled 200 years at least after the expiration of Muhammad.
Why is that problematic?
I will explain. The human mind is not a tape recorder. It's very implausible that after 200 years, there is that rigorous fidelity that is maintained according to the Prophet.
I can prove you wrong very easily. I can prove you wrong. Every Ramadan, in every single mosque, what do? In every Ramadan, we recite the entirety of the Quran, all 6,207 verses, or whatever it is, by heart.
And you are saying to me that the chain of narration for 200 years remain precisely word for word.
I can do you one better.
No,
I can do you. And yes, I'll tell you why it's not implausible. I'll tell you why it's not implausible. Because the Quran that we memorize, that the Muslims memorize in the millions in all locations across the earth by heart and recite from memory without making a single mistake, has happened for 1400 years.
But how do you know you have not made a single mistake?
You
know that because you have the manuscript
to check. You
have the manuscript to check.
Do you know how we do? No, we don't. For the manuscripts we did not have for 1200 years. We did not have them.
I can't agree. This is our very...
Our manuscript evidence today... No.
I can see that you have been indoctrinated to the point that you have completely foregone reason. You have completely
You can claim what you like. When did we discover our earliest manuscripts? When did we discover... if I'm brainwashed, then ask me this.
You are saying
if I'm brainwashed...
The Quran,
my friend.
The first compilation of the Quran, as I understood, was by Abu Bakr.
Yes.
And then it was standardized by Uthman, who subsequently destroyed
I'm talking about...
Again, disproved the idea that the Quran has never been changed.
I know the history better than you would respect, because it is one of the primary areas that I study, and I actually educate this subject on my channel, okay? As a response to individuals like yourself who have issues and contentions with the history of the Quran. So with respect, I know what I'm talking about, and I can evidence it from our history. Hold on a second. Like I said, if I am brainwashed, let's assume I'm brainwashed, then you tell me when we discovered our earliest manuscripts. When did we discover our earliest manuscripts?
What are you going to say? The Birmingham, is that what you're going to point to?
When did we discover the Birmingham manuscript?
Is that what you're going to say? But
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking. No. Come on. Look. Let's have a proper conversation. When did we discover our earliest manuscripts?
The Birmingham manuscript was discovered a few years ago, and it was
a few decades ago.
Yeah, and right. It was radiocarbon.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
So prior to the Birmingham manuscript, were Muslims reciting the Quran every single day across the earth?
Yes, but you still had the
Okay.
Quran in manuscript form.
No,
from
we
the
did.
time
No,
of
no, 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 no,
Uthman.
no.
Yes,
No,
we did. Because even the Cairo edition of the Quran was 1927, and
24.
that was one of the earliest editions of
No.
the Quran. You
Okay,
can't
no,
change it.
listen.
No, we're gonna have to
We
continue
know,
this
we know, no, no,
discussion.
no, no, no,
I don't have
listen,
time.
listen.
Go on.
I barely have the time as well. But do you know our method? When we have a print of the Quran, how does it work? How is the Quran, the Mus'haf that we carry around with us? How is it made?
No, but the fact
How is it made? How is it made?
The fact of the matter is that.
No, how is it made?
But the fact of the matter is, even concerning the Quran,
How-
that can easily be shown that it's not a
My friend,
divine work.
my friend.
Because the Quran is mostly
My
plagiarized from the
friend,
Bible.
you
and
can
the
make
Torah.
you can make all sorts of claims.
What I am saying to you,
Don't
that
introduce
you
another
subscribe.
Don't
You
say.
subscribe to
Don't
faith,
say.
not evidence.
Don't
You're not
look,
going by evidence.
look,
But it's nice talking
look,
to you.
don't,
We're not going to
don't say,
agree.
look, don't say to me that we need
no, wait,
that you
we're
know,
not
no,
going
no,
to
no. He
agree.
said, in
Go on.
fairness, he said he was going to go late
exactly,
earlier.
go on.
Now, don't say to me that you need to go and then introduce another topic,
All
right? So, what I'm saying to you is, look, the Quran, the 1924 edition, right, and what we hold today, and what we hold today in our hands. How is that produced?
So, let me
And this is the last question because both you and I need to go.
What are you saying, right?
How is that Mus'haf produced?
I don't know. Tell me.
Okay. It is written by hand. This is not done on computers or something. It is written by hand. The entire Quran. How do we verify that what is written is correct? Do you think we check it with a manuscript? We send it to a memorizer of the Quran. And they read it. And if we do not send it to another manuscript, we do not go and compare it to another manuscript. No. We send it to a memorizer of the Quran. And when they verify that there are no mistakes in the scribing of the Quran, then it goes off to be printed.
But you see, we're not going to agree because
I don't care. I don't care. Look, this is for you to go away and research. Right? This is for you to go away and research. And if I'm lying, no problem. Come back and challenge myself or another Muslim. You can make that claim. You have to prove it. You have to prove you have to prove it. You can't. Claiming I'm indoctrinated does not make. You can't claim something and say that's it. But anyway, subhanallah. Sometimes you can't get anywhere with people. Sometimes people are so indoctrinated that they projected that onto you. They believe that they have heard many things, and they have believed it, and they think that anything you say against it is a result of indoctrination. That, subhanallah, does not follow. But this is why we try to reason. But you can't reason with everyone, subhanallah. And that's all that can be said about that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah. Huh? Yeah, subhanallah. Is Hamza here? I swear I saw Hamza. Or did I see someone else? I thought I saw Hamza. Khalas, I'm done. Yeah, I said that one was going to be that was going to be short anyway, because I need to go myself. I have a stream to.